Fridays, baby. Oh, yes. I gotta click all the buttons about letting people know that it's Feenie Fridays. Then I gotta open Twitch, so I have it open for later, so I don't have to just sit there and wait for it to load, so I could raid somebody. Yes. And then boink. Okay. Feenie Fridays. All right. I don't remember what was happening. Like, basically at all. High level with Cleric, it is indeed fucking Feenie Friday. Fucking can be part of the title if you so choose. I don't, but like, that whatever. I don't know what is happening. We're in a trial. It's only been 5 weeks. Yeah, well, apparently we're in the middle of a testimony. You got this, Ace Attorney. You better fucking believe this. I remember this guy, though. I remember him. I don't know what he was talking about, but I remember him. I do remember that his voice that I was doing for him was hurting my throat. Like, badly. Okay, trials by a client found guilty. Doodles in the victim's handwriting. MC Bomber. This is the one with Fuego Tigre. Old man threw away the job listings thing. Fucking terrible lunch special. Loan contract. Scooter. Check profiles in a mo. I definitely will. Crime scene. Photo of the scene taken near the kitchen. Winning tickets. Just a fuckload of stains on Maggie's apron. Poison. Prescription bag. Okay. Oh, I need to check the profiles as well. Maya, Mia, Godot, Dick, Maggie, of course. She was the one found guilty of murder. This guy has a scouter for some reason. Left eardrum was ruptured. He's distracted by waitresses. And then Mr. French. Senor French. Okay. I'm just gonna wing it as best I can here. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, Okay, so he died instantly and knocked the vase over? Is that all? Yeah, that's all. I remember it perfectly. You doubt me again. You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man. No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah, so what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain. That's why all you can think. That's why all that's you. I'm not even gonna read that sentence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I feel like I got the gist of what he was saying. That's what Kudo said. Yeah. Also, this guy's name is supposed to be Victor in this localization. Look at this guy. You're telling me this guy's name is Victor? Victor Kudo. Oh my god, I forgot how bad it was going. Good fucking lord. The court generally prefers if witnesses are sure of themselves, Mr. Kudo. Noisy brat! I'm warning you, I'm more savage than a macho man right now. Is that a joke about Randy Savage? You won't beat me with this testimony. This is the final battle. Ow, ow, ow. Not Randy or Savage. He's chucking those seeds harder than ever. I better be careful. Come on, Nick. Nail him. I'm not nailing this old man, Maya. The court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Kudo. I know that. I was just setting the mood. How else am I supposed to build up the suspense? The suspense? Yes, now what do you think? Should I work the audience a bit more? No, please continue, Mr. Kudo, as quickly as possible. Alright, now where was I? Ah, yes. The young boy slumped over the table and... Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. Well, let me just look at the fucking... Let me just look at the picture of the crime scene. Yeah, he didn't knock it over. That, like... Just right, like, clearly right there, that shit is not knocked over. He didn't knock it over, is the thing. I have a picture. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? So that means he also saw something different than what... He saw something different from Maggie and from the chef. Lost your tongue, Granddad? Or he was just not looking. Ow, ow, ow. Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. Ah! What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes? Go on. The broken vase. It was on my table. What? Oh, well, you see. It startled me when that young lad collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table. Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. I definitely didn't pee myself. In case you're wondering, not pee. Vase water. Classic mistake, honestly. Peeless old man. This is no moment for a peeful theme. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I've got more to say! Oh, yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Wait, listen to me! Okay. Just get him out of there. Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I'm still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are 2 disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup with the victim supposedly drank with his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it! I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end. Well, one more thing, Your Honor? The witness we just heard from, he is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he's summarized it accordingly into this statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. Godot's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase that was at my seat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? Just plant them on people and see what happens, I guess. That is all. This court is adjourned. We did it, chat. We beat the whole game. In 10 minutes. Why did I stop at that point? I totally forget. Take it back to the French chef? Yeah. I definitely am going to give it to the French chef for sure. So, how do you think the trial went this morning? Badly. How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. I mean, no, I think we have good chances. It just didn't go very well. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know if the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is that what old Mr. Kudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah, we've got to find one for Maggie, or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty. That's kind of light for, you know, the situation we're in right now, Maya. I need you to take this a little bit more seriously. I guess Maggie is still in questioning. But we've got questions to ask her too! Maggie! Maggie! Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Well, we're going to Très Bien, let me tell you. Empty, as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime, too. That is it! Come on, come on, come on! Hey, that sounds like... Oh no, it was fucking Gumshoe, never mind. Now just call an 8, pal! Come on, I know you can! He's getting really worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number! Ugh, looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Is he doing, like, lotto tickets here? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here! He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow apart my testimony. Why, of all days, didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it, for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would you have preferred crumbly, like, aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean? Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe! I hate him, sir! I mean it! I don't ever want to see him again! Something like that. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Oh man, poor Gumshoe. He just has like a big ass fucking bruise on his forehead when he comes back on screen. So, did you like the twin tea set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you. What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it. I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realized it's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you paid 20 bucks for it, you know? Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. He figured out bad. He did it. Hey, Nick. Maybe that's why Glen Elk came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin tea set. If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glen Elk, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about that guy. Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? So, what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something? Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It was just the, daily exercise show. Gumshoe, why are you even lying about this? What the? A Cyclock? This lunch special lobster sure is great. Then why are there tears in your eyes? Well, the chef isn't here. I don't think there's anything new here. But it might as well check out, you know, the rest of the area. Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. A character from a RPG Maker game? I'll be back next month. Oui! Naturellement! I will be waiting for you! If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No! I will have everything ready, I promise! I love fire, you know? I love the way it crackles. No, no, no! Stop it, I beg you! Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. No! This is not necessary! You can trust me, mademoiselle! Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh, no! You do not have to worry. You know, you worried far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is the oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. Oh! I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now. It's like, oh, okay. Ugh, I have les shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. There. Oh, oui, oui, that feels good. Ugh. Oh la la. Excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes! My eyes! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this. La oil of the sandalwood. Is that all you prescribe for anything? Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you're right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? He's got loads of it. He sure does. I kind of thought it was different oils in those bottles, but if it's all sandalwood... That way, I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you're right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is le problème. People do not understand it. They think it is Trey. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays? Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. No one will take it from me. So, who is that woman you were just talking to? Oh la la! You saw that? Well, yes. Sorry. So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. And she only had one massive head wound. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right? She must love camping. Yeah, I know, we saw that, we just saw this. Like, this is the same conversation. Now that I think about it... Hey, Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well, then let's show them that piece of evidence and see what happens. Oops. You might have saved and closed, waited a week, and come back. Like, in between these two conversations? So, what piece of evidence? That piece of evidence. I'm gonna show him the fucking apology. I want to show him that at least. It is true. My vases are broken all the time. I bought the new ones the next day after la incident. But they wouldn't let me put it on la table because of la investigation. So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with la broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Oui, they kept harassing me months after months. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? Ma monsieur, I did not owe them the money. I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? No, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with la salad garnish. Ew. I hope he doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. Even Feenie gets the French accent. Everyone gets the French accent if they're talking right after this guy. I'm gonna guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract, am I right? Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman! The woman who was here earlier. I take it she's, is it like fast click? Do I have like turbo on or something? Suddenly I find myself so deep in la debt. It is a sign of la bad world we live in, huh? Fucking God, stop it. Stop. Son of a bitch, stop it. Stop. Stop. What are you doing? Stop it. Ah! What the fuck is happening with my controller right now? It like fully activated turbo or something. Okay. I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay. We have the controller back in. We definitely missed some things. I'm just gonna go back and hit these again. Okay, so, okay, we didn't lose this conversation. That's good. Why has it come to this? What a tragedy! Suddenly I find myself so deep in la debt. It is a sign of la bad world we live in, huh? No, I'd say it's more of a sign of la bad culinary skills. The woman who was here, the scary woman, She is from La Loan Office. Loan Office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Oui, Tender Lender, it is called. Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I get a bit more than that. Thank you very much. So, Tender Lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me la money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like his slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who's this he? La Tiger. The tiger? Oui. He is the manager of the Tender Lender. A terrifying man. La big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no, no, no. This man is a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, oui, he does have the spiky hair, just like you. Oui, there is a resemblance there, I suppose. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tender Lender, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick? If you need money, I can loan you some. As long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Alright, we're going to Tender Lender. And there's that beat-up scooter! I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Win through compromise. This is a this does not look like a loan office. Does he mean a bird or dead? I assume he means he would die and then have to come back to life. Maybe it's a double pun. Maybe he's also talking about becoming a bird. Like the solid gold desk, the punching bag, like the what appears to be a latex fur coat. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. There's a lot going on. Yeah, a little bit what's on the floor. It looks like cocaine, probably. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Talk about a creepy voice. Makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. Oh, there she is. You're here to discuss a loan? No. Not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone. Just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick, let's take a look around, okay? Do you think it'd be okay? Of course. No one will ever know. Coffee? Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yes! Thank you! Do not touch the desk. Please. Nick! Let's get out of here! Do not touch the desk. Don't touch it. I'll be forced to ghost you. I'll give you a head injury just like mine. Now she wants to get out of here. Well, I'm gonna touch everything except the desk. Oh no. Someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Oh hey, there's a book of matches here too. From Très Bien. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? I think Maya probably, like, grabbed Pearls and just, like, hurled her. Like they were playing full contact football, but Pearl was the ball. Look what's printed on its cover. It says Très Bien. Très Bien matches. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Pearly would make a good ball. Yeah, I think so. She's got a big forehead. It's really what you need in a good ball. Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Better than the old Mia urn. Yeah. Or Amy. Better than smashing the Amy urn again. Or Ami. I think it's Ami, probably. What's this? It's a punching bag. What? No way. You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that. What do you mean, walking around? The design's gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? Thank you, Maya. We all know this. I knew it. I was right before, back at Très Bien. Paris fashion is more my thing. I really, really hope she's pulling on my chain on this one. Let's see, this round doll thing is called a Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick, give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king? Maya, you're a Shinto priestess. Can we stop pretending that you're not? This is a Japanese chess piece. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know? California Shinto. Yeah, basically. Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey! There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane! This car's registered to the Cadaverinis? Is that like, you know, is that like the Phoenix Wright version of the Addams Family? But they're all zombies? So it's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office? I mean, they probably brought it to him to get a loan. Hey, look at this Parisian-style coat. It's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. Which one? Like, the one on the left is like a very bright indigo. It's not the same as Nick's, like, dark blue. But I guess they both have blue in them. Love the idea of a classic Japanese folk Shinto finding a home in the Rocky Mountains. It do have a badge. It does have a lawyer badge on it. Oh! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, you've got to take a look at this. Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise... Sir! Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand? Fucking load. I need my fix. I uplink. I'm streaming as hard as I can. I'm scared, Nick. So? What were you getting so excited about before? Look, on the lapel of this suit. It's made of cardboard! What the fuck? He didn't even try! It's made of... It's very clearly corrugated cardboard. He didn't even, like, glue the sides down to hide the wibbly shit in the middle. What the fuck? The translated Yakuza motto feels wrong. Is the Yakuza motto win through compromise? That's a very odd motto for the Yakuza, I feel like. But I guess I don't know enough about the Yakuza. You're so far into this one already? Yeah, we were in a trial, like, at the beginning of stream, basically. It's a localized model. Well, obviously it's localized. More than translated. It might just be like victory through unity or something. I don't know. Is the tiger a lawyer? Well, it's by family. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, okay. I thought you meant Yakuza as a whole. This was a mod. Okay, no, that makes sense. The tiger says victory win through compromise. No way, look at this thing. It's made of paper. It's made of cardboard, Nick. Made of cardboard. Thank you. And painted. I would not say this is painted. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. They don't look the same! They don't look the same. Cardboard is paper, idiot. It's wibbled paper. It's different. It has its own name. It's special. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Thank you. It's so special. There's nothing, like, more special than cardboard. It's corrugated. Thank you. That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug. It's solid gold, Nick. Gold! Just look at that shine. Only real gold shines like that. Someone about to pick up a piece of fool's gold, to be honest. Would you really want such a shiny desk, though? I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Maya would... Look, fool's gold just looks good. Like, it looks nice. Real gold is like much duller than fool's gold is. Wow, I'm completely dazzled. That's because it's completely dazzling. I can see up my nose in the reflection. That's gonna be really distracting. So the desk isn't practical, no surprise there. I think that's everything. Alright, time for us to leave. I like the cute boombox. It matches his bike. It's really funny. There he is! Old Seedy's back feeding the pigeons again. Did you look at it? Oh, I don't think I looked at it specifically. I think it would just be like, this is part of the desk, but maybe not. There, take this, and get out of my park! Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down, let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man! What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet it really hurt his pride in the court this morning. The cast for this case is kind of bad. I like the Yakuza members, though. They're okay. Like, the characters are, like, fine. They're definitely not better ones in this... They're definitely not some of the better ones in this series. Hey, Mr. Kudo! Pigeon. Look, we really need to talk to you, alright? Out with the demons! In with the good fortune! It's got Maggie, though. Maggie is really good. Ow, 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 ow! Seeds, shell splinters. Painful. You haven't even met the Frieza Force yet, though? Is the Frieza Force in this case? Finally. Someone with star power. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Heck! Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at servant girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. I also hate this dude's animation with the nose. Yeah, it's like he's got a water balloon taped to his face. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder to the young lad's Javachino. We hear you. And another thing. The young layabouts was wearing an earpiece. On the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. Ooh, we're really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay. Take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. I don't want to do your voice anymore. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this. I love you too, Uplink. I hope you have a good dinner. You said you were a craftsman, right? Keh! The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. Sorry again about not making it over. It's not a big deal. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. You hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole, objection! Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, is all. I got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out! If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? We're cutting in. Actually, we've got places to go, things to check and stuff. Maybe another time? Fine, whatever. Just don't forget. I've got a tsunami's worth of grumbling to do. Yes, this girl right here is really looking forward to hearing it all. Honest. Pussy, I don't want to do the voice. It hurts me. What? I never said that. You know you're gonna have to. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. Come to the place where I work then. Here, bring this along with you. What is this? It's covered in seeds. A discount coupon for a burger? Oh, so he does have a job. He really wants someone to grumble at, huh? Although, it is a burger joint. That's a fair point, Maya. And we got a discount. You said you were a craftsman, right? Heh! The modern world casts on us. Wait, so this is the same thing. Oh, because I'm gonna have to listen to him grumble. Right. Alright, let's hear it. Guess I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then? Of course not, you idiot! All I'm good for nowadays is running errands! Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman? Well... Buy some bread, now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost. That's what they're trying to say. Oh, yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at the restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at that restaurant? The restaurant he already told us where it is. Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Très Bien? Did you get asked to run an errand there, too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned. What? So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over at the table. The servant girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you, call the police. Call him yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time. So, did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Ha! Do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one. I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened, yes sirree, the owner was at Trapien on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom. Yeah, we remember. We bullied him out of the courtroom because he was being a fucking asshole. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead. Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that man, alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. So sad, this is what happened to Jimmy in his old age. What? Jimmy? Oh, sure, you go ahead and say it was in the way as usual. I suppose I could get myself covered in pigeon poop instead, huh? Dying? We need to get more details about what exactly happened from Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Mr. Armstrong! Kudo is the last name of the main character of Case Closed. Oh! I did not know that. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Shinichi did not read well in 1994, so it was localized to Jimmy. Jimmy Kudo is kind of a sick name, though. I mean, Shinichi Kudo is also a sick name, but, like, Jimmy Kudo, pretty solid. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Anyway, taste clothes.web. I fucking love that video so much. Hey kid, you can't read Miranda rights to a corpse. Ugh, missing when we need to talk to him the most. No man could make that jump. You can if you do it. What was that? You can if you do a double Jimmy to boneless off the rail or whatever. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose? 50-50 boneless off the rail. That's what it is. If you land in a manual, you don't even break your ankles. Did we look at this already? I think so. They got Amuro's VA for some new character I didn't ever get to in the manga. Huh. Mirror. Collection of poems. Oh, we did read these. The music for reading the poem. You know, maybe I should read this poem over again. I don't remember it from last time. Gotta go, best of luck, gamer. Thanks for stopping in, Level 1 Cleric. Thank you. I'm gonna read this poem. Okay, here's one. It's called Princeps. The two of them, like actors from a film, the coffee still undrunk. Sweet nothings over too soon on that sad Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail, so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea and I know what I will do. I must lie to you. I must. That's not even a poem. There's no cadence at all. The meter is all fucked up. Nothing rhymes. It's probably a haiku. Maybe? Even in, like, Japanese, I don't know why they would have the French, like, the very French guy writing haiku. Okay, so Maggie's not here. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Yeah, because he's at the restaurant. Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow. You think? Because it's fruity and isn't that so fucked up and silly? They hate his whimsy. They hate his GNC whimsy. Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Calling the officers for a briefing, quick! Can't you shut down the station server? Chief, quit playing on the internet! But my email pen pal... lead as in princes. Save it for later. I'm turning it off now. No! Lead Asian as in princesses. Lead Asian princess? Is that what it's supposed to be? Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy? More like panicking, if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. It's supposed to be the chief of the detectives here. He looks lost now that the power to his computer has been cut. Oh well, guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports, just as a suggestion. Dear Lead Asian Princess, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night? Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Yeah, two badgers hand in hand in bonded marriage. Like, fully just handcuffed together. Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute. That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police. Wait, the national symbol of the police? The whole of Japan adopted this as the symbol for the police? So what's with the pink one? It's new, right? She's not an it, Nick. She's a she. Right, Chief? Yup. Meet the pink badger. So one's called blue and the other's called pink, but they're both called badger? Well, yeah, because they're married. You got it. They're married. See? I'm a genius. Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief. You got it. That's marriage for ya. Whoa. A mascot that's deeper than the deepest of deep oceans. Phoenix, what are you talking about? This is like divorced dad humor. Or soon-to-be divorced dad humor. Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. I'm starting to get the vibe this department hates women. Who do you think works at Capcom? Fuck, you're so right. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Even pickpockets can have their pockets picked. That's a keeper. Better go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan. He must be coming up with slogans for a crime prevention campaign, but I'm not sure even he knows what kind of crime he's trying to prevent. Okay, so there wasn't really anything here. I'm gonna see if I can break this, because it's just, he was very obviously doing lottery tickets. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you're making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to the lottery. I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glen Elk did. It's like you could see right through me. Huh? I cracked him already? See, pal, that's why I said it was nothing. I was just embarrassed, man. A member of the Frieza Force? Wait, are you just talking about the guy, like the victim who had a scanner on his face? Scouter. Yeah, I said it's Scouter. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. Gumshoe? Name one time you were ever lucky. Name one time where luck has been in your favor. Like a single time. Assigned to Edgeworth. I guess. I don't think that's luck. He kept getting his pay docked. Met Maggie. That's fair. Maggie hates him now, though. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how'd it go? Love loses. Again. I won 50 cents. It'd be better win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad. I mean, it's not better. Like, I think 50 cents is better than nothing, because at least you partially paid off your lottery ticket. Yeah, I know the feeling. How about the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elk, see? And they got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. It's like gacha games, but for money. Like, you can get money, not... The gacha games also are already about... Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I bet that's what Mr. Elk was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah, what time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Millionaire Radio. The most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday at 1:30 p.m. So the reading is done at 10:40. Good to know. Millionaire Radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. You said you had $3. That's enough for a ticket, for sure. Oh yeah, there was that burger place I didn't go to, but I don't know how to get there. Didn't he tell me where, like, a burger place was? Kind of like the Japanese lottery wheels where you get the little wooden ball? Yeah. Apparently everyone's listening to this show now. That's because everyone wants money. They say the victim, Glen Elk, was really into gambling. Yep, you can't beat gambling. I love it too. Huh? I mean, I guess I am getting into Skaven. Like, specifically, like, roll the dice and see if you explode Skaven. So, this cafe is too much. I wouldn't be here. Oh, yeah. This is fucking crazy. This is way too much. Also, never stop gambling. No, yeah, I'm building fucking, Scryer Clan Skaven, which is just, like... half of the units just have abilities where it's just, like, you add a bunch more attacks, but if you roll badly, you blow yourself up. And I'm just like, I can't wait to play these little freaks. It seems so fun. I won $500 last night playing cards with Nick. Huh? We were playing for money? Yeah, it's literally just like, I'm gonna stand next to this giant Gatling gun and tell them to shoot more. You should play online with Healed. He would probably really like that. I've offered a couple times. But he hasn't really gotten back to me. Of course. So you better pay up. You're a smart one. Waiting for a cop to be present before asking for the cash. Okay. Paper badge. He doesn't care. He is newly with a girlfriend. I did hear about that. Doesn't care about that either. He doesn't care about that. Would you play Blood Bowl with me ever? Either pewter game or like on graph paper? I mean, I would try Blood Bowl. I think the models are fun. I think they're funny models. I don't have like any interest in like the sport of football. Even if it's like fantasy funny guys football. You really like the model building part, huh? Oh yeah, it's like it's so fun. I love the little models a lot. It's really expensive. It is also really expensive. There is no denying that. That's why I fucking look on eBay and I'm just like, who is selling this for like half of the market price? Let's go back to Tenderlender, I guess? There's nothing here. I guess let's examine the fucking... Here it is. Because we didn't look at this. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Ah! Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it all? I just can't commit to buying them. Games Workshop. Yeah, I mean, that shit is expensive. And Games Workshop as a whole are kind of shitheads. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. Ghost poisons you, I guess? Activates my ghost laxatives. That coffee! It was laced with something. I'm almost sure of it. Nick, my stomach! It's killing me! Oh, wait. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. Better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? The Rocco soundtrack, Claw of the Tiger. It's a demo CD. The artist name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. I don't think it is. It says MC Bomber on it. That's not going to be heavy metal. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. That's quite an entrance. This is going on for a very long time. Oh, okay. Guar. Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you two snooping around in my office for? Nothing. We were just... Gah! My precious carpet. You's got ash on my rug. You's gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like, you's wanna argue with me? Is that what you doing? You think you can take me on? I'm gonna flatten you two into pancakes and turn you into my new rugs. Ah! Oh. Don Tigre, you're back. That voice, it's like evil seeping in your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and... Has she got a death wish or what? I don't care. I don't know. I think she is cute. Well, yeah, obviously. She just has a head injury. She's trying to work through her concussion, and I think that's admirable. Oh, right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Me too, honestly. Could go for a fucking espresso right now. Gah! Phoenix right! Yes? You was either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you've gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. I like that this guy is, like, he's red. Like, he is just fully red. He's almost the same color as his tongue. And he is the same color as his suit. Why is he red? But I don't care. No one gets in my way. Ooh, what? I mean, excuse me? Tiger? Tigers are orange? You can tell from the coat. Or the jacket. Also, the tiger biting the dragon is pretty metal. You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things. Ah! No questions. This is the last time we meet. Okay. Oh, wait, please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like, you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, hold it, either. The espresso. Ah! And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy. I don't get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well. We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tenderlender. Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tenderlender is on your side. So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger? Furio Tigre. Furio? Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from? Shinny Ehop's got a real name! Nick, hurry up and find out more about him! Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre? Cookie? Sure? How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary girl doing working together? Forgot about Shinny Ehop. We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me from this terrible, terrible head injury that I keep reacquiring somehow. The tiger saved you. Please, address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to... Okay, Don Tigre. Of course, I'm sorry. He saved her life. I'm sure I'd like to know how that happened. About this. More coffee? You must have more. No, thanks. I've had enough, really. I'm so thirsty. Probably Taiga Oyaji, originally, I think. I don't leave the office. I can't tell you about anything. except Don Tigre. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctors said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. That's a little flippant, Phoenix. Jesus. But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So is that why you've got that bandage around your head? This. So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. A fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once. Uh-oh. That's quite a few. Ugh, she really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. Well, let's see where we can get. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Not even justice. I want to get truth. Yeah, exactly. Did the injury in question have something to do with this? Sample disc. Repair bill. Oh, maybe. I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis. Yes, it is. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright, listen. Alright then. Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. Okay, well, I don't have anything for that. I don't even know who the Cadaverinis are. I gotta find out who the fucking Cadaverinis are. Okay, so he doesn't know anything about that. He doesn't know anything about that. Nobody here. Nobody here. Is he back in the kitchen, maybe? Nobody here. Nothing. Actually, maybe I can talk to her about the mixtape. I don't know who the fucking Cadaverinis are. I haven't the slightest idea. You can present profiles to the... Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Nothing. Nothing. Actually, I guess I'm pretty sure that she's the girl the old man saw that day, so maybe he'll recognize her? Nope. Nope. She was talking to the chef, so maybe... Nope. Huh. And she'll only talk about Don Tigre. Or at least as far as she says. Did you present him to her? I did present Don Tigre. That's how I got the option to ask about him saving her life. So many people have so many nothings to say about everything. Oh, I hit it again. Yeah, she won't even talk about herself. Unless I'm supposed to have something to do with the Cadaverinis besides... like... besides that bill? Did you go to the police station? I did. Anything here? Figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim was. Did you present Fakey to Gumshoe? Yeah, I did. Put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Shin E-Hop. Yeah, so we just, like, figured out who this guy was before we got to, find out that he was actually Don Tigre. Okay, let's... I'm gonna start presenting the testimony, I guess, and then we wanted to find out about the victim. This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. L worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Incorporated. That's a terrible name. Or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. Okay, now he's going back to the precinct. Okay, so we've talked to him enough. Well, see you later then. Bye. Okay. Blue Screens and Oh, he came back. You better get to going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I kind of got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me. This fucking sad little bento, which is just like 30 little hot dogs and a bunch of rice. It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe? How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on Earth who could down this much meat. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? You took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. I can't exactly say no, can I? A tenderly handmade lunchbox. Fills the stomach with love and plenty of weenies. Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. Okay. Mom would do some of those tiny ones for football games sometimes. They were so fucking tasty. There are so few things in this world that can defeat a pig in a blanket. Like a tiny little hot dog wrapped in bread, like in pastry. Fucking so good. Okay. Talk to Maggie. Oh, Mr. Wright! Hello, Maggie. So, they finished questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Anyway, here's your weenies. Oh, yeah, I've got something you're gonna love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox, just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox? Weenies, too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe. He's really worried about you. Looks like you put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gift allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. They just eat it right in front of her. Do you want to hear something crazy that happened at work today? Sure. As long as it's, like, funny. Well, how was it? That hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I agree with you then, sir. I know I used to be on the police force, but I'm incarcerated now. I don't pick up much information in here. All I can help you out with now is the menu at Très Bien. Ah, is that your attorney's badge? Actually, it's a fake. Holy smokes, that's it! Huh? That's the badge your phony had, Mr. Wright. You got duped by this? But it's a completely different color. And what about the fact that it's made of paper? He said the badge got a tan as well while he was in Hawaii on business. I'm beginning to see how my phony was able to gain her trust. Alright, nothing with that. Nothing with the matches. Holy smokes, that's him! Huh? That's your phony, Mr. Wright! Just look at that ridiculous suntan! For the record, I'm not sunburned like an over-dried tomato, so I don't know how... He told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii, and that's where he got the tan. So, both of Jeremy were missing today, so the foreman's buddy wasn't there to waste time with him, so he came upstairs where we were working and fully spent 2 hours heckling the guy you've been working with because he was bored. Jesus Christ. Does the guy not do work? Is he just supervising? So nothing there. Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that didn't match up with what you remember? Yup, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. I was bending the pipe bad. But like 2 hours is fucking crazy. Like, find something to do. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it. Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber Maya. The name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. I'm showing her the CD that she was just talking about, and she's like, I don't fucking know what that is. You said that you passed out when the victim Glenn L. collapsed, right? Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So, between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Très Bien? No, no idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright? The other waitress, the other witness, the old man from the park was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Anyway, that shot of Maggie was crazy. Become a pin-up model girl. She would definitely make better money than at this failing restaurant. Old Seedy wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly, and you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about Old Seedy. I feel much better after this trial this morning. I've been in a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old, middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was... a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? You mean this woman? Okay, so she's like, I don't know if that's her. She was creepy and cackling, but it's not her. It's somebody else, probably. I thought it was fully someone sleeping under the desk. Why do all computer labs in these games look like this? Wow, this place is so high-tech! You can almost smell the electricity in the air! It is a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Oh, different person. I thought it was one of the guys in the back. Oh, hello? I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There's far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. Frieza Force HQ. It does kind of look like the inside of Frieza's ship. Director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Fucking Jesus Christ. Lieutenant Major. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glenna Elgs? That's a DMH, right? The normal Phoenix, you've met a woman before? He keeps meeting women that are dressed up as robots or aliens. Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's an HMD. All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Incorporated are supplied with HMDs. I'm sure being good. Delicious beverage. Then do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. So, what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems as source-level components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter, they analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It's a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they're doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time slicing common sense on logical access to considered global variables. Obviously, program structure heavily influences response time and performance, so the covariables and memory overheads is vitally important to the success of the execution. Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we're involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah? Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean that about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier, too. But I couldn't tell him anything either, because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Incorporated. Oh. How about Mr. Elk's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one, right in front of you. The one with the impossible-to-use monitor, because he put a horse calendar in front of it. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. The fuck are all these? Oh, they're lotto tickets, of course. Wow, look at this mess! Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? We're betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh, wow. His drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets, though. This many tickets would get you, what, $1 down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you'd try to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. What the fuck is this under his desk? I guess it's not important. Whoa, look at this desk, Nick! What a mess! Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry, then. Hey! This calendar... What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elk was murdered. I cleaned out cart yesterday? The cart. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says, meet with the tiger. The tiger? He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow, I bet that's where the pro in programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become Old Seedy's apprentice. And what about your spirit medium training? Hey, look, Nick! It's a supercomputer! It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. That explains why we don't use the computer in our office. You work there too, Maya. LT Gray mention again? Yeah. Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Maya, not a computer. Do you think this thing wants to play tic-tac-toe again? Maybe. Some people are always fiending for one more game of tic-tac-toe. Those pillars almost look like they're moving. It's kind of unsettling. Do you like her little cube earrings? Yeah, they're kind of cute. Nah, they just look a bit twisted or warped or whatever word I'm looking for. This office was designed with a futuristic feel in mind. Futuristic? Yes, we tried to imagine what the things might look like in the future when we designed it. It helps to soothe and calm the soul. On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling. Nothing, huh? I'm sorry, that data is super admin restricted desktop access password protected. Super admin restricted desktop access password protected? What? This is madness. No, Maya. That is Sparta. Jesus Christ. Oh my fucking god. Are they for real? Super admin restricted desktop access. She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. A code word? Sesame! If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glen Elk. What do you say? Tell me about Glenn. Maya fishing moment. Real. About Mr. Elk. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from one or two bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? I do like an angular bob. With like the nice close cut at the bottom. Very nice. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. We've got to find out what this trouble was exactly. This is a long-ass conversation for something that she doesn't want to talk about. About Mr. Elg. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry. Why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now? You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Okay. Sure. 3 Cyclocks? I guess Mr. Elk, like every other man, with his own pile of secrets. Oh my god, self-referential moment. A man is just a pile of secrets. Oh my god. Capcom does it again. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elk was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. That's a different company, dumbass. Is it actually? Am I stupid? Konami? Fuck! Damn it! Shit! They're not even self-referential, they're just referential! I should have known after they referenced the movie 300. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service. What's she talking about? I guess I'd better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. That was self-referential? Is it self-referential for Capcom to reference 300? Sparta is Dante and Virgil's dad. I mean, I guess. Like, the spelling is referential, I guess, but saying this is madness and then saying this is Sparta, yeah, is also a 300 reference. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's trouble have something to do with this? The thing I just tried to show you? What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets. All losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg. The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg. He had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Kind of busting out of this suit, to be honest. Oh, it's definitely custom made. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elk's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's gotta have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps? No! You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? She is over 9,000. That is true. We know this. Her processing power is well over 9,000. And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000. Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end. Her tits have a lot of memory. 9,000 gigabytes. But that was the first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. The tiger. Do I just link the tiger, do you think? Or do I do the cow? I think the tiger. Furio Tigre, the boss of the loan office called Tender Lender. Tender Lender? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices. Like you're one to talk? Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No, no, no. I mean about Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tigre? Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know of any connection between the two of them. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the tiger knew each other. The calendar. Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. No. It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. Such a smart kitty. Let's go! Smart kitty moment! $100,000? Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay, so the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he was definitely going to kill himself. I mean, he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? A virus? And a zip bomb called MC Bomber? Perhaps you good people should leave before I can get back to my work. He meant in the bedroom, Phoenix. Oh, that makes sense. The Scouter also stores all of his sex moves. I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance this? Fuck. Ow, shit. If I show her the program itself as evidence. I don't think I have the program, unfortunately. The note, I think? This? Oh, it says $100,000. MC Bomber will erase it. No, that's not the program. Shit. I know he created some kind of program. Yeah, I don't think I have it. Like, I have MC Bomber, but it doesn't tell me you presented the CD. Yeah, I just don't think Phoenix knows it's a program yet. So I can't present it as the program. Okay. Damn it. I'm gonna show her this and see if she cares. No, she doesn't care about this. We need to see Gumshoe again since his gift was delivered. I don't know where he is, though. I guess he might just be in the, he might just be in the police station now. That was an accident. Paper the victim had with him. He had a paper, something about this MC bought it. The CD that disappeared. Now can I show her the CD that says MC Bomber on it? Oh my god. She just mentioned the CD that said MC Bomber on it, and I have a CD that says MC Bomber on it, and she doesn't care. The main server just went up in smoke. Oh no, somebody's using the like MC Bomber on the police station is what is happening. Why the heck is isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. No! Just when some young guy was about to confess his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. Wow, this place is really buzzing. Something must be going down. Something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe! You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Some young guy. Yeah. Yeah, I did not realize. But yeah, that's really funny. We got a big problem here today. Do you think they're Korean or Chinese soaps? I'm not sure. Some young guy. Yeah, I don't even know how to make a guess as to which that would be. It's a virus! A virus! A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. But I really need to ask you some questions. I think it's Korean. This is it! That's the stupid name! I remember now! I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name's scribbled on that sports paper and written on this CD. That's the name of the virus. There it is. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus that's just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? And then I'll be able to go back and fucking talk to her about it. I'll only say this once, so listen up, pal. Yes. No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay. If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. We're not thinking about borrowing money, detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems it ran into trouble just recently. These guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady? Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? I don't know how you guys haven't figured this out. So, what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? Maya, please. I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think I know what a computer virus is? Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure, I mean only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but at least I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Fucking right, Sensei. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. So the inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected together on a network, right? They do that for lawyers too, so they should be calling him that already, so maybe it's Hakase? I don't know. Maybe. A virus can move from one machine to another over the network, so the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? It's fun to think about stuff. It is, I just don't know enough about it to contribute, unfortunately. I need to get back to actually studying Japanese so I can start learning words. Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else. What? That's horrible! Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Godot so he catches a cold. Right! Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Who, what, where, when, and why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of a virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before, too. We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. Now the virus has been released, huh? Good use of honcho. We do love honcho. Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Jesus Christ. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at the carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses, it almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently the programmer who made the virus is a real genius or something. Focus right now is on tracing the route of the virus in the black market. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? A virus can be worth that much? Okay, now it is correctly... I wonder if I'd like Ghost in the Shell. It was pretty good. I liked it. It really kind of sours it if you think about how overhyped it is, basically. Like, I wouldn't say it's overhyped, just because it is legitimately very good, but people talk about it like it's the second coming of Christ. And it's like, it is very good, but it's like, it's not, like, most people who have seen a lot of, like, who are, like, well-read in media and, like, have consumed a good amount of, like, you know, Feenies and, like, you know, commentary and things. It's not going to be, like, groundbreaking. But it is very well told and it's extremely well animated. I watched Eva and Madoka so I can take some disappointment. That's fair. Okay. Talk. Okay, present. Magatama. We have to do all of it again, which is so aggravating every time. Glenn's troubles. Something to do with this. Holding B is better than mashing A, at least. Wasn't restricted to horse races. Someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. Furio Tigre. They knew each other. The calendar. The program was MC Bomber. Okay. I can't believe Mandy talked smack about Mucha Lucha the other day. I mean, it does have the flea in it, and you know how Mandy is about, like, fart and shit humor. So it's, like, fair enough, I guess. Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No! Oh, it was only one for that one. Okay. Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infecting with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt, not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky. Risky? How? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tres Bien. Where do you come up with these ideas? So it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market. Inconceivable! Gumshoe was right for a change. This date, December 3rd, that is marked on his calendar, that was his deadline for repaying his debts. So mean. Everybody hates Gumshoe so much. He's just trying to help. We got rid of the horse racing tickets. Use a trash can, Nick. I guess he just threw them back on the floor. Okay. Present this, just to be sure. No, okay, she doesn't care. Apparently even the audience, this is the last main game he's in. That's so mean. They just fucking kicked him to the curb. Okay, Vitamin Square. He's in the Edgeworth games. Well, I'm glad about that, at least. Okay, let's go talk to Maggie, I guess? wait, I already talked to her about this. The CD it updated. It did, yeah. Yeah, no, she doesn't know anything about that. Even though she's mentioned it multiple times. Fuck you, Maggie. It helps them. She's like, this CD was on the table, and it said MC Bomber on it, and it looked a lot like the CD that you're holding there, because it's gold and it has MC Bomber on it. I wonder where that went. Nobody ever found it afterwards, and it's probably pretty important. It's like, are you sure this isn't the same one? It's like, I don't know anything about that. I'm not a cop anymore. Oh, yeah, we need to ask Gumshoe about that lady. Right. That's the girl who works over at the tender lender. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Ojo-sama? I mean, maybe? She doesn't have any drills, though. Her name's Viola Cadaverini. See, there we go. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini. Not what I meant. No? Bruto Cadaverini? You know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruto Cadaverini's the boss of the Cadaverini family. The Cadaverinis? That's one scary-sounding name. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't even remember ever saying I was going to. Better get some more info out of Gumshoe about this family. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Truly some of the weakest localization has ever been. Fair. Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, these guys are scary. They got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They got too much moolah. Moolah? As in... Apparently people like it a lot more than 2, which I like, though. I mean, I do legitimately like Godot, and some of these cases are actually pretty interesting. As in, Chibi Robo Bucks, idiot. I know, it's like Phoenix hasn't even played it. They pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes tender lender, I take it? Sure, no one stands up to Bruto Cadaverini. And I mean, no one. Interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss, then? Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So, how did she end up at the tender lender? Your Gumshoe voice is really good, honey. I'm glad. I've done it a lot over the course of this trilogy. I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss of the Tenderlander are pretty tight. Tight? That's what it said in the file I read related to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. Ah, I can't believe it! I almost forgot the most important thing! And that is? You know, the lunchbox! How did everything go? Oh no. The lunchbox? You remember the weenies? So, how'd my weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Huh? Well, it was delicious. Yeah, that's what she said? Really? Well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Oh. Do me a favor again, huh, pal, and deliver this? It sure is a heavy burden, in more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that. Weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all of these, too. I really can't eat anymore. Well, maybe she'll actually eat these. Because The way she reacted to the weenies told me that she loves weenies, but she doesn't want them from Gumshoe. Because she's mad at him right now. Well, she's not even here, so... We're just gonna go to Tenderlender. And try to work on breaking through her guard. Now that we know her name. Fatal injury. Car crash. Her en garde. Her name is Cadaverini. I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try to avoid it, but... She hit the tiger's moped with her car, and she ended up worse for wear. That car sucks. She shouldn't have been injured. Like, maybe a sprained wrist. I took a blow to the head. A bad one. Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right? I don't know what happened to them. Well, she swerved? Oh, that's fair, I guess. They ran away. Or so I heard. Ran away? If they'd stayed, I'd have... Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he? It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike. I mean, it's fucking crazy fucked up. Look at this fucking bike. It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged, and the side wheel guard, and the mirror, and everything else. But she doesn't leave the office, right? I mean, I guess she says that, but she was talking to the guy who's in charge of Très Bien, like, fucking an hour ago. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? The repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverians have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they? It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true. I knew it. But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very, very expensive. She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigre told me... He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for your operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cavarini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you're his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money? $1 million. That's a lot of... That's quite a bit of dough. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks? My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. Well, yeah, I'm starting to get it. He poisoned Glenn Elg to get his virus instead of, like, accepting it instead of just paying off his debts with it. So he could sell it for over $1 million and then be able to pay for the head injury. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. But I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money it was evil. He said it was all for me, so I... Beverage! I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. What are these? Medical papers? I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse. A $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. Wow, I feel so bad for Viola. It's inexcusable. Huh? There are 2 things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. What about regular murder? Phoenix, how do you feel about, like, beating someone to death with a hammer? Is that better than poisoning and betrayal? Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything alright, Nick? We should get going. What about when Edgeworth shot that guy with the Luger? Phoenix thought that was hot. He was really into it. Right after we finished our espresso. Yeah. I don't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess we can get rid of this. Repair bill thrown in the trash. So I have the medical bill now. I guess we'll take that to Gumshoe? Oh. Eh, bonjour! I have been waiting for you to return! Mr. Armstrong? Oh, no, I keep giving Phoenix the French accent, because the name cards aren't different. Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you, fellas. It's Zinny Hop! Who you calling Zinny Oopie? Ah! Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. Well, what? You want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now. Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. Yous wanna know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad, and it ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power because she's Bruno's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna expose what you did to get the 1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2. Oui. Mr. Armstrong. Forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him. Oh my god. Fucking kicking the shit out of Phoenix. That really hurt. Is that all you got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Well, wait. Don't take it too hard. Phoenix, right? That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. You shouldn't have come to Très Bien, but the game physically wouldn't allow me to not do that, so... Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, pal! Detective Gumshoe! Detective Gumshoe! Detective? You think you gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Ah! And then Feenie died. Series over. He gets punched in the stomach once and dies instantly. Whoa! Come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But... Go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Oh, alright. Thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. Is Gumshoe gonna die? I'll get even with that guy tomorrow. In court. Tenderlender is going down. No, I have some bad news for everybody. My throat hurts and I'm really hungry. So I'm gonna end this stream. I bought Kurakumo Heathcliff. Teeps actually pulled Kurakumo Ishmael, which I saw a picture of her and I was like, Jesus Christ, they went crazy. Titsmail for real. Let's see. Each is playing, the silver case, so I'll raid Ichi. Rogia forever? I mean, they can fuck nasty about it. Like, it's not a competition. I will see you all on Sunday. We might be playing an indie RPG that I found, or we might start a different game. I haven't totally decided yet. But I will let you know beforehand. I hope you enjoyed the stream, because I know I did, despite my throat suffering, as always. And I hope you all have a good weekend. Bye-bye.